Now he's ejected from the game.
Watch the official throw his hat right side of your screen.
Quarterback like that? That's bull.
I'm sick of those people.
These are times referees ruin the NFL. And first, the time a ref helped the team get free points.
Turning it over, and they haven't so far as Heineke avoids pressure and heaves it deep. Samuel, the officials down there, and Samuel makes the catch!
That counted? Even though the ref got in the way? Man, that ref was stupid. But not as stupid as the NFL refs who made such a bad call, it got him clowned by the President of the United States.
What a stupid son of a bitch.
It's all because in the 2012 season, the NFL refs went on strike when they felt they deserved to be paid more, so the league had to bring in replacement refs to keep the season going. And well, I'm sure you can realize that was a recipe for disaster, because one of the worst calls in NFL history happened.
The game's final play is a Wilson loft to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who they give it to? Touchdown! Has to be looked at because it's a score. So that call has to be made on the field.
How does MD Jennings not get credit for the interception? I have no idea.
This is deciding who wins the game on this call.
After further ado, the call on the field stands. Touchdown.
Seahawks win.
They called that a touchdown? The ball was clearly in their opponent's hands. Should have been an interception. Game over. Packers win. They really made the Seahawks win on what was nicknamed the Fail Mary. Fans couldn't believe it and called the refs blind. Even President Obama got involved by calling the outcome of the game terrible. But when even the leader of the country's criticizing things, that was a wake-up call the NFL needed, so. Just days after the worldwide controversy, they made sure they put an agreement in place with the official refs, finally paying them enough to get games back to normal for the very next week. And well, of course dumbass calls kept happening, cause in this next game, the refs made two horrible calls that gave Washington an L. Bad call number one started when Terry McLaurin was seen on camera asking the ref if he was standing in a legal position. The ref gave him a thumbs up. Then this happened.
Heineke takes Robinson inside, pounds it to the goal line, in for the touchdown. There is a flag down.
Illegal formation. Offense number 17. He was not lined up on the line of scrimmage. Therefore, he left the tackle uncovered.
He looked over to Johnson and pointed, which we often see receivers trying to gain confirmation. Yes, you're on the line. No, you're not.
Wait, so basically the ref lied to Terry just so he could call a penalty, even though it wasn't even the right call? Alright, well, the show goes on, and now they were an extra 10 yards back, but Washington, or the refs, had one more chance to make things right.
Thibodeau out of the play. Heineke throws. Incomplete.
Oh, a lot of contact there.
Wow. Look at Holmes. Holmes has been draped.
That is pass interference.
Dude was literally riding him, and all that cost Washington the game. Losing things can be stressful. Like when some refs not only lost the team the game, they got a player fined over $50,000. Hold up. Losing money for no reason isn't only annoying to NFL players.
I'm here so I won't get fined.
I know we all hate that. Lucky for you, I found a money-back hack that not only helped me, I'm about to change your life with it too. This is Upside, which just became one of mine. Scratch that. Upside is my favorite app of 2023 because I get cash back just for using it. Whether I'm buying groceries, hitting a restaurant, or putting gas in my car, I always whip this app out to make those purchases because compared to those other credit card rewards and loyalty programs, on Upside, I earn 3 times more cash back, and I know I can cash out at any time to my bank account, PayPal, or even secure a gift card. To get started, just download the free Upside app, and while you're on it, if you use my promo code FieldFlix, I'm making sure you get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. All you have to do is pay like usual with a credit or debit card, follow the steps in the app, and get paid. It's that easy. But anyways, instead of talking about making money, let's talk about the NFL player who lost his money all because of a ref. In the first round of the 2022 playoffs, the Chargers were doing what everyone expected, beating the living shit out of the Jaguars. Touchdown after touchdown, they kept running the score up. And before anyone knew it, they were up 27-0. A 27-point game? This shit was, well, I thought it was over, but eventually the Jags started gaining some momentum, and 1,
in the pocket, fires, and that'll be caught for the touchdown.
2,
looking under pressure, throws wide open, making the catch.
3 touchdowns later,
Lawrence protected well, going deep, has a man open again.
The Chargers began feeling the pressure of a comeback until a ref made sure to officially ruin the game.
Lawrence fires into the end zone, caught. touchdown.
That wasn't just a normal touchdown. Looking at things from a different angle, Joey Bosa saw this player make a slightly early movement which should have been called a false start. Instead, the refs missed the call, the Jags scored, and cut the Chargers' lead down to nearly nothing. So not only did the missed call have Bosa smashing his helmet on the ground harder than I smash Latinas, that missed call caused so much frustration for the Chargers that all the momentum shifted to the Jaguars' side and led to them pulling off the largest comeback in their franchise's history to end the Chargers' season. So it had Bosa spazzing at the refs.
I mean, if I say something to them, I get a $40,000 fine. But if they blow a call that ruins an entire team's season, they're probably back in the locker room after the game like, got that. Oh, yeah, got him 15 yards. What a loser. I guarantee it. That's what they're talking like in the back. Power trip. I'm sick of those people.
And after all that, publicly criticizing the refs, even though they ruined the game and dude's entire season, the No Fun League still fined him $55,000. But fines and ruining a wild card game is one thing. Sometimes refs ruin NFC championship games so badly, their controversial call gets the NFL sued. It was the NFC championship. Rams vs. Saints, and both teams knew it was at stake. This game decided who was going to the Super Bowl, so there was no time to be f***ing around. And with everything coming down to the end, the score tied up, the refs let a player show off his head game.
Pass is incomplete, no flag.
Oh my god, I thought this was the NFL, not the HUB. Can't just be giving head on live TV. In all seriousness though, man's damn near gave dude brain damage and the refs allowed it. I'm sure you see why the entire stadium was furious. Not only should there have been a call on it being a helmet-to-helmet hit, it should have been pass interference too. So instead of them winning the game on that possession, eventually things went into overtime, leading to a game-winning field goal by the Rams.
And if Zerline hits this field goal, the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. The hold is down. The kick clears the line. And Greg Zerline sends the Rams to the Super Bowl!
But this is where things got super heated and led to the NFL getting sued. Because after the game, the NFL released a statement saying they knew they got the call wrong. No shit, you dumbasses. The entire world already knew the refs cost the Saints a spot in the Super Bowl.
CC, did the referees cost the Saints a chance at the Super Bowl?
Well, I mean, it's fairly obvious it's a pass interference.
There's no question that it was a highway robbery here. The reality of the situation is that he was mugged. The ball was about 4 yards away when he got hit. It was clearly pass interference. Nobody's denying it.
I think it's going to go down as the worst non-call in history.
We didn't know the refs were going to be the 12th man for the Rams.
Call the police, we got robbed. Did you see that?
Even the dude who gave sloppy toppy knew he damn near got away with a crime.
I just was like, thank you.
You said for a split second you thought it was going to get called on?
Yeah.
So with everybody knowing the refs ruined a game, Saints fans felt so robbed that a lawyer literally filed a lawsuit against the NFL, claiming the refs committed fraud and was seeking $75,000 in damages. Now, alright, of course dude wasn't gonna win that lawsuit, so at least God Brady stopped the Rams from winning their next game in the Super Bowl. But one of the worst ref mistakes ever didn't only ruin a game, it ruined a player's life. Everything started with a flag.
This is frustration right here. The official hit Orlando Brown in the eye with his flag as he threw it. You can see his eyes all swollen up. The flag hit him right in the eye, and the trainers came out to help him. He's got to come out for one play. When he tried to come back in, the official wouldn't let him come back in, and then he lost his temper, the same guy.
First of all, you should say this about Orlando Brown. We've met with him. You couldn't meet a more delightful guy, more of a team guy. He's anything but a troublemaker.
Exactly.
But he just lost his temper when he was hit in the face inadvertently by the flag thrown by the referee.
It looked worse than it was. He didn't hit him, he just pushed him, but it's still totally wrong.
And Orlando Brown freaking out like that seemed like he was just going over the top for no reason, but it turned out that the flag thrown went into his helmet and pierced his eye, so as he was escorted off the field and his face began swelling up, he was eventually rushed to the hospital. Doctors ran tests on his eyes, noticed severe bleeding, and Orlando had to get patched up. Because now, his vision was only getting worse until eventually he was diagnosed as legally blind, all because of that one ref. Orlando's life was never the same, and not only was he forced to sit out of football for 3 years, he barely played any more games before retiring. And the situation was so crazy, the NFL made sure their refs could never ruin someone's career like that ever again by changing their flags to be weighted with sand rather than metal BBs. So it's just ridiculous that refs can really ruin everything. But sometimes the refs mess up entire games so badly, it changes the NFL rules forever. It was on Thanksgiving Day when the Lions and Steelers were putting on a holiday special for the fans. Both teams kept it close until the end, where the score was tied 16-16. Now, everybody's fate relied on the overtime coin toss, because not only would this determine who gets the ball, the next team who even scores wins. So, this was a huge moment, and you'd think the refs wouldn't mess this up, right?
Number 36, heads, tails, tails, heads. Call it plays in the air. Heads is the call. He said heads, it is a tails.
Oh, I believe he said tails.
He did.
No, you're changing the head. Which way you want to go?
Oh, man.
Detroit has won the toss. We'll receive.
Bettis clearly said tails. Everybody heard it, and yet the ref still gave the other team the ball in a situation with the game on the line. That ref must have been fantasizing about head a little too much. Hopefully that doesn't cost the Steelers the game, though.
Batch. Gonna throw down the field for more. Got it! Sanders. To the 25. The Lions win it 19-16.
Ooh. And just like that, the game was over, all cause a dumbass ref ruined everything. Even the NFL knew he was an idiot, so a week later, they announced a rule change that captains in the coin toss must call heads or tails, and it's gotta be established what they called before the coin is ever flipped. The craziest part about all this, though, was the Steelers coach didn't give a shit about the rule change, or the fact that Bettis even called heads. All cause of the loss, he never allowed his player to do the coin toss ever again.
For my role in all that, I got fired from the coin toss. Coach Cowher fired me, and so effectively that was the last time I called a coin toss. Unfortunately, that was a terrible moment.
Man, everybody in this situation was stupid. But at least that time the refs only ruined one game. What if I told you the refs ruined 2 games in a row just to help the Chiefs win the Super Bowl? The controversy started during the AFC Championship, where it was a close game the entire time. And even though I'm a Mahomes meat rider, I wasn't sure Daddy was gonna pull off this win. Especially when the Bengals stopped the Chiefs from getting a first down late in the game, both teams started walking off the field, and the Chiefs were ready to punt. Until, for the first time in NFL history, the ref claimed the Chiefs got a free do-over play.
What?
I ain't never heard of that. Everyone in the stadium, including the announcers, knew these zebras were tripping.
Oh, it's third down. Why did we have fourth down?
Sort this out.
Listening to Ron Torbert, he said that the play was shut down. We may not have heard it here with the noise factor, but the play was shut down prior to that snap. The play runs completely out, and what Ron just said is we're going to reset this. We're basically having a do-over here, guys. We're going to have a third down play do-over.
Zach Taylor can't believe it because there certainly didn't seem any indication, just eyeballing it here, that there was anything other than a play in action.
Now, even though the refs gave the Chiefs a brand new play, luckily the Bengals got a crucial sack and thought the momentum swung in their favor. When out of nowhere, the refs stopped the play again by throwing another flag.
Holding. Defense number 20, 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Oh my goodness, this is so incredibly crazy right there what just happened.
Alright, now this was getting crazy, man. Regardless though, both teams' seasons were on the line, so they kept fighting until the refs ruined the entire game on this play.
Here's Mahomes rolling out on 3rd and 4. He's going to go for the, yes, he's got the marker, and he's got the out of bounds to stop it. And Osai was hurt as he hit the bench, and a flag's coming in to put him 15 yards closer.
Wait a minute, another flag? The refs really claimed Mahomes was hit late, even though he was hit as he stepped out. This was literally the softest call I've ever seen, and now that put the Chiefs in field goal range with a chance to win the game.
From 45 yards, all the way, it's good.
Game over. And cause of all those ridiculous calls that led to that, fans literally created a petition for the world to sign for a complete game do-over. Hold up, let me sign this real quick. As funny as that was though, there was nothing the fans could actually do to change the outcome. All they could hope for was the Eagles to smack the Chiefs' asses in the Super Bowl. But little did the world know, the refs weren't gonna let the Chiefs lose that either. For a while, this was arguably the most entertaining Super Bowl I'd ever seen.
Loaded up, taking a shot. He's got it! Touchdown! Throwing that way. Kelsey! The ball's loose. No one in front of him. He's going to score! And Jalen Hurts is in for the touchdown.
With the clock winding down though, and no sign of any bullshit calls in sight, that's when arguably the softest call in Super Bowl history happened.
Mahomes
Pressure, lofting one, end zone incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster couldn't catch up. There's a flag at the 10. Hang on, there's a penalty.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 24, defense, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Yeah, that's worst case scenario. You'll see James Bradbury, they're going to say he grabs him. He's got his left hand on his back. I don't know. Mike, listen, I think on this stage, I think you let him play. Obviously, Mahomes thought he saw it. I think you let him play, finish this thing out. I don't love that call, Mike.
Dude touched him, and they called holding. You should have seen my face when in the biggest moment of the biggest football game of the year, they made that call. Even LeBron James couldn't believe it and was complaining. Everybody knew it was gonna happen next.
Butker up, got it!
The Chiefs went on to score, which eventually led to them raising the trophy. And all because they won from horrible calls? It had people getting drunk on live TV.
Take another drink. To luck. Let's toast luck for Shannon Sharp. Let's toast bad calls. How about that?
Don't do that, Skip.
Here's to a bad call that marred one of the greatest Super Bowls ever. Congratulations, Shannon.
Go ahead, I'll finish it off.
Yeah.
Now, getting drunk on TV's crazy, but it ain't disrespectful, like the NFL player who disrespected Jesus. There's even an NFL star who piped Brady's wife. And that's only the beginning of the disrespectful moments in this video. So, I already know your horny ass is trying to click it, so be like Nike and just do it, alright? Click it.